Merry Christmas! Welcome, welcome, welcome to Words of Wisdom. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Christmas day. How are you feeling? How has your day been? Are you just snuggling down now after a long, hard day of festivities, full to the brim, feeling very tired and relaxed, and you've come across me and you're thinking to yourself, what guidance could I possibly receive right about now? Well, I'm going to give you that guidance right about now. You're about to receive it. So, thank you very much for coming. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining me. I had some beautiful, beautiful gifts. Look at all my new bracelets. Look, lots of lovely new bracelets. I have jade. I have rose quartz. I have this beautiful blue. I mean, it's the same color blue as my energy cards. Look at that. Oh, no, not quite. No, it is. Look, inside there. There it is. I knew I'd seen it somewhere. Look, it's the same blue. Can you catch that? So beautiful. I'm really quite impressed with that. And it's funny how I did have my energy cards have been on my magic table all day, and the high vibration cards, so they're staying. I've also called the Inner Temple Oracle because I didn't do a daily card today, but yesterday's golden card was there. I've just put it back in the pack, and we are going to ask for our guidance with our inner oracle temple today, and then we'll go from there. But yes, being about family, being about love today. I was just sitting alongside my nephew while he was busy crafting his Warhammer base of one of the creatures that he's made, and so you do all the base with little rocks and I was watching him do that, and he says, you should do something like that, Auntie Debbie. I said, well, yes, I should. But I like to watch things like that, but I do tend to be a little bit bored. But having said that, maybe it is time for me to really get back into that inner child where, children love to paint and they love to draw and they love to create and they love to use their imagination. And I did feel that very much today. So maybe it's something about this time of the year, getting back into that happy state. And for the first time in many, many years, I have felt so happy at Christmas time because I have no mask. I do not have to pretend for anybody. I can just relax, be myself, enjoy the company, enjoy the food. My children came over, they enjoyed their gifts. It was lovely. I'm just happy and just blessed. And that's how I felt the whole day. And I felt really peaceful and calm. And I don't think I felt like that in a very long, long time. So very grateful. Very, very grateful today. And my sister-in-law has bought me the most beautiful chakra. Well, what could you call it? Like a hanging... It's like this, right? But it is an actual whole hanging thing that's hanging in front of my altar right now, with all the different symbolization of all the different stone, from your crystal at the top down to the red jasper at the bottom of the root, all the different chakras, and they've all got they're all circled, and it's just very pretty, very beautiful. And I thought, how lovely, because she saw that and she has obviously noticed this and she knows how I feel about doing what I do, and I appreciate that thought, that sentiment of somebody that actually has taken the time to think about what it is that I would like. That's so very nice. So when I got home as well, my rose quartz was there it's usually under my pillow, but it was right there in the middle of my bed because my dog has been waiting for me to get home and has scooped up all my jama top of my bed and cutched up and what have you. And obviously the rose quartz crystal has found its way out from underneath my pillow, and obviously wanted to be seen when I came home, and I've put it on my table now. So it's all about the love, And just to know that, you know, I am worthy of beautiful things. I am worthy of this love. I am worthy of this peace. I am worthy of this beautiful kindness that is around me right now. So that's how I'm feeling. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. I really hope you feel the same. If you're not feeling like that and you're in that sort of state of, you know, having to have put a smile on your face just for the benefit of people around you today, I know the feeling, and I have been there, and I absolutely empathize with you. But I want you to know this, that if you are on this spiritual journey, if you are on this journey of change, next Christmas you will feel very different. I promise. I can guarantee that as I'm sitting here. But you will choose how you get there and if you will feel different. It is up to you. So listening to guidance, listening to myself or other people, if you're going down that road of getting that guidance, taking in the messages, the signs, the synchronicities, the guidance from spirit, the guidance from source, the guidance from the universe that has a plan. You have a plan, you have a soul plan, and you're being guided on it. Then just really value that, if nothing else. That is your greatest gift today. All right, lovely. Let us read what our little message is. What is our message? Oh, I want to just take my two archangels back and pop them back in my energy cards. Age is never a limit for setting new goals or dreaming new dreams. And on the other side, it says the cart will find a way when it reaches the foot of the mountain. So set those goals. Set those dreams. You know, it's never too late. Okay, it is never too late to learn new things. It's never too late to believe that you deserve what you deserve. It's never too late to be awakened. I had a long conversation with a friend of mine, one of my closest friends, last night. And, you know, things that worked for you previously might not work anymore. Behaviors, patterns, old ways of being, old thought patterns, old ways in which you coped, anything like that, it can all go away in an instant, and it feels like something has to shift and change. And that awareness alone means that it is. And we were talking about that last night, and I think that's wonderful to appreciate, but also to just accept. And she was like, well, how do I change that? How do I change that? Sorry, this feather is like really calling to me right now. Feathers could be quite significant for you if you've seen a feather today. A crow feather, raven feather, is very important to recognize those signs. And if you're feeling like that, just trust that it is about to change for you and things are going to be different. Okay, so your new goals or dreaming new dreams, and that cart will find a way once it gets to the foot of the mountain. The cart will find a way when it reaches the foot of the mountain. So you will manage, okay? You will manage always. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's get into it. So I also pulled a couple of my lovely runes were calling to me as well. So when I put my piles on my table, well, they were on my table, I just tidied them up and I thought, right, this is what we're going to do. My runes called to me and I got out a couple of runes. We have got Tiwa's rune that has come out, the arrow, time, energy, change, and it came out on top of our energy pack. So it's very much about forward motion right now. Forward movement, allowing the flow of energy. Okay, you don't need to block yourself right now. We can do it from a place of rest and rejuvenation. We can do this very much from a place of surrender, I'm hearing. So there's no need to control. And sometimes this time of the year, it's been a tough year. It's been really busy. We often find that when we relax, we just find that things make sense, or things move, or something happens that changes a perspective. And that is because we've allowed that energy to flow instead of trying to control it, trying to fight it, trying to overthink it, whatever it might be. Okay, so that is what this rune is meaning on top of our energy pack right now. The big rune of our unicorn, he came out, our magic, and that has gone on top of our inner temple cards today. And we're going to see which card comes out for us, our main significator card today. What is our main guidance on Christmas Day? But we can already know that there is magic. Magic about now, magic for you, magic in all things. And often when we are dreaming those dreams, new dreams, goal setting, you know, I'm hearing castles in the sky. Build those castles in the sky. That is the magic of a unicorn. Okay, it's almost unbelievable. But I'm being told you need to believe. Believe, believe, believe. Okay. And then we have got Nortese has come out, our beautiful Nortese rune. And Nortese, as we know, is about patience. And it's also can, you know, be about transformation and change, but it's about having patience to that. And that came out on top of our high vibration cards. So sometimes when we've got this high vibration and we're really skipping along and we're, you know, it's kind of like the energy is flowing and it gets quite intense. We've got to remember to have the patience for it. We don't need to then go skipping ahead and trying to look through or round corners that we haven't actually reached. Okay, so be very aware of that with your Nortese rune for us going forward. Okay, so our guidance today is about that. Build your dreams. Put your new goals in perspective. It's go time. It's time for that. But it's also time for that rest, patience, allow, accept, surrender, allow it to happen for you. Okay, the universe wants to work for you. Okay, and that is what the message is I'm getting today. Okay, good. Right, let's have a little look then. Let's ask, what is, I'm going to first do our beautiful oracle attunement. So I activate and step into my inner temple now. Portal of my heart, home of my soul. Through the portal of my heart, I connect with my inner temple. Through each of my body's centers, I connect to my inner temple. Sacred below me, sacred above me, sacred around me, and sacred within me. I activate the wisdom and power that has always been deep within. May these cards deliver clear messages and reflections to me and all who use them for the highest interest of all. I am guided. I am led. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, so that's very beautiful. And before I do that, I'm also going to call in oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, thank you. Beautiful. All right. That is so lovely. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. All right. Let's go. Let's ask. Let's see. What is our guidance, please, today on this Christmas day? What is the main message that we can take, we can get guidance from, please, Source, Spirit, Ancestors, Spirit team of mine, my higher self, my energy that I can share with you on this beautiful day. Let us see. Let us see. Wow, it's getting a very, very nice shuffle. What is going on? It's beautiful. Okay, what is it? What is it that you want to guide us with today? Going forward, going into our new dreams, our new goals. We're ready. We're ready for this change. We're ready for this change. Yes, we are. I can't stop smiling today. It's so beautiful. This energy is so pleasant, so peaceful. It's so real. And I'm absolutely seeing this bright, bright, beautiful light. Nothing's coming out at the minute. We'll be patient. We will be patient. Spirit wants us to be patient. We're going to be patient. Okay. Wow, that's a bit much. But anyway, no, let's not take all of those, please, Spirit. Can we just have a significator card? I'm going to ask specifically for that, please. This was a lot you were giving me. There. All right, we'll take those. Oh, right. Okay, right, I'm going to do this just so that we know. This split, create your space. Create some space. We had that yesterday. So that is still a bit of the energy. The golden card is still there. The burning rose, no? Yeah, the burning rose is still there. So the energy from yesterday is still there, okay? We've also got, the end is also the beginning. So this very significant portal. The end is also the beginning. It's split there. And then I've got this in my lap, and this is what it says, sensuality. And that's really quite important because I was feeling very happy, very sensual. I feel very good about myself. And I love the fact that you can see this beautiful guidance all the way down. All her chakras are all aligned. But the heart chakra, look at that, right open. And there's all of this beauty all around her. Yeah, that's a beautiful energy. So that is very much on the cards as well. But we've got the scene and we've got the machine. Interesting. The scene and the machine that has come out. And I want to take sensuality, but then I've got also the beginning, and I've also got create some space. So I'm going to take these cards. I don't know if these were the ones that were trying to come out, and I put them back, but because we cut the pack, we're going to take them. So there we are. Thank you very much. Beautiful. All right, so let's just have a little look. The inner temple cards. I want to put sensuality up here into the frame, because I'm really loving that, especially as I said to you. I will show it to you actually. This is what I was talking about that my sister-in-law bought me. So I think it's very pretty. I like to share. I think it's very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay. So this picture reminds me of all the chakras. Look. Okay, but we've got this beautiful open heart, this beautiful rose. Very pretty, very beautiful. I'm going to read that card to us first, sensuality. It's really calling to me, so I'm going with it. Have we got, where do we get sensuality? Sensuality is different from sexuality. Sensuality embraces the pleasures of life. Sensuality is of the senses, and the senses are of the body. The best way to get into the present moment and connect with the pulse of life is to become aware of your senses. Smell, taste, touch. What do you feel? What do you see? What do you hear? Listen with your whole body. Experience life more fully. The body's senses are so often repressed or numbed out. Savoring them is a spiritual practice. Returning to them is deeply healing. The body is the way home. Without the senses, deep joy isn't possible. Without the senses, pleasure isn't possible. Without the senses, intuition isn't possible. The body is intuitive. The sensual body is sacred. Return to the present moment through the gateway of your senses. Return to the pleasure of life through the gateway of your senses. Isn't it funny how I said first time in many years I've been really happy at Christmas time? Isn't that funny? And that's because I'm just in the state of peace and calm, and I'm just enjoying. Yeah, it's interesting. Caress yourself, embrace yourself, experience yourself more fully. Receive the pleasure of this human life through your body's senses. This card is an invitation to receive more pleasure, to slow down and taste life a little more deeply, to make decisions based on what would bring more joy and bliss rather than being driven by shoulds and duty. What makes you feel more alive? How can you embrace your sensuality a little more? And how can you taste life a little more fully? So your inner temple activation. I choose to drop more fully into my sensual true nature and allow myself to receive the pleasure of life through my body's senses. And it's on page 77. So that might be really important for you to know that. So we've also got the end is also the beginning. Where is that? No, it must be here. Sensuality. Tall poppy. No, can't find it. Hang on. I will find it. The end is also the beginning. I think it must be under. Yes, the end is also the beginning, and the beginning is also the end. Mourning is on the other side of mourning. Healing is on the other side of feeling. Rebirth is on the other side of death. Everything in this world begins again if you have the courage to let it properly end. Life is always trying to initiate us into who we're becoming. It's nature's way and always involves change. And change is the one constant in life. Nature is the greatest mystery school there is. The snake knows. The rose hip does too. We need to surrender what once was to one day be reborn new. And that's what I was saying. It's about that surrender. Change can be scary, for it means surrendering to the unknown and trusting in your rebirth by letting go of what once was. Talked about this, to bring not who you were and not quite who you'll soon become. It requires us to trust in the transformation, for we're always transforming, to trust in the depth for the rebirth to occur. The more we resist change, the further away we get from who we're becoming. The more we resist change, the more disconnected from life force and life we become. When we embrace change, we embrace life and nature and are forever becoming. It's what the soul came here for. It's the bridge of spirit and matter. Your soul came here to truly live. So, exactly what I was saying to you. Trust in this change. Trust in going forward. This time next year, you will be different if you choose that. Because Spirit wants to give it to you. We've also got create some space, and we also talked about that yesterday as well. And creating space, of course, is very much about, encouraging you to take easy and rest in the unknown mystery that's waiting for you, to be silently pulled towards your becoming. So let it happen. Surrender and allow it to happen for you. Those are those two cards. The energy is still saying to you that. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got the machine and the scene. I want to go to the scene first of all. I'm being told what's in the physical, in form, obvious, certain, known, masculine, spoken about, conscious, manifested. What you see is what you get. Surface level, clear goals. So many people live their lives purely based on the seen and known physical world, yet increasingly we're waking up to the mystical, the inner, the sacred that is within all things, including ourselves. This card is a prompt to reflect on where you've been focusing your energy. It can also be an invitation either to look a little deeper or to do the opposite and get out of your head. If the card appears with the scene facing right side up, it's an invitation to focus on what's happening in the physical. So focus on the physical by not overanalyzing people's words or motives. Take care of practicalities and what's happening in the real world. When the unseen is right side up, it's an invitation to look inward and contemplate. So we are in the scene, and we mustn't analyze people's words. And then we had, instead of the mystic, which is what it spoke about, we have got the machine. And the machine is about unstable ways or needing external validation. It could be about pushing, churn and burn, meaninglessness, paper thing, controlling or shallow. So if the machine is right side up, consider whether you've been putting too much emphasis on the external for guidance rather than the internal. So are you trying to focus on the external situations, okay, rather than your internal story, okay? And that's why this is the situation. So getting into your sensual self, you're learning the balance of your chakras. I had this very same conversation with my friend last night. So exactly how she was feeling. Our modern society tends to capitalize on what's well received, but we must be careful not to dampen our creative spark. When we use our creativity for a controlled outcome, we can easily lose the magic. What did I say? We don't want to lose magic. Okay, we want this magic right now. And we do have on top of these cards today, the unicorn. So it's a very strong message for you here. Believe in the magic. Believe in what you can't see rather than what you can. Because you know that when you get to the bottom of that mountain, okay, when it reaches the foot of the mountain, the cart will find a way. You have to trust that. This is the challenge, okay? So turn the mystic into the machine. For the mystic to create, but not to produce. So allow that magic to work for you now. Okay, open up, create that space, allow it to work. Let us see what this, remember we had Tiwaz, the go, the energy, very strong energy. Let's see what our guidance is for today. Somebody needed to hear this, so I'm hoping you're having a nice cup of coffee or a cup of tea with a mince pie and you're just relaxing and you're thinking, yeah, I needed to hear this. Absolutely. What is it that you needed to hear? What are you ready to hear, you know? Blossoming abundance. Blossoming abundance. And the journey. I'm not surprised these two cards have come out at all. Okay, number 5, transformation. You're on the journey. You know this. This is why you're still here listening to me. You're on this journey. These sort of signposts almost look like they're pointing back, okay, the way you've come. Okay, there's only one seeming to go that way, all right? But you're being guided, okay? And, you know, she's sort of almost holding on to something behind her as well as trying to light her way in front. Okay, so you need to bring this to your forefront. You need to have more faith and trust because it's blossoming abundance that you are going to be receiving. You know, this looks like a very beautiful abundance card of love. Look at this. I said this heart chakra feels like the beautiful pink rose. Pink is about love. Love and kindness is a very peaceful, beautiful card. And it feels like that is what you're being offered now. This blossoming abundance that is coming about for you. All right, let us have a little look at what the high vibration card tells us, where we've got to have patience. What is our guidance, please, based on this blossoming abundance and the journey and sensuality? Oh, we've got quite a few. Choose kindness. Okay, so absolutely choose love, choose kindness, follow that. Where there's a will, there's a way. And this is what our message was on the calendar. You know, the cart will find a way when it reaches the foot of the mountain. Where there's a will, there's a way. This is the yellow brick road. You know, do you trust it? Do you believe in it? Raise your vibration. Keep that vibration high. Don't let something stop you now. Almost like the machine where, you know, you've always done what you've always done and you will get what you've always got. So it feels like, you know, now you want to flip it into the mystic. You want to go with the flow. You want to allow the magic to take you to new places. So you are not alone with this. You know, this is like planets and stars. Planets are aligning, I'm hearing. You know, you are not alone. Trust in this journey. Facing my shadows removes darkness in the world. Exactly. You know, there is so much light available to you. Face your shadows. Take your shadows with you. Face them. Look at the colors. Very similar. Okay. You need to recognize that those shadows are there for you to be able to use them. They're your card. They'll get you places. You will be surprised. Don't ignore them. They're there for your lessons. Because once you learn those lessons, once you start to understand what you need to change or need to embrace and take on board, you will make that difference. Okay. Let's take our little beautiful guidance deck. I do love this deck. Let's see what our guidance is with us. Facing our shadows, going forward. What is our guidance piece for today? For a blossoming abundance. Vision. Yeah, oh, that's a beautiful card. Look at that. Very strong vision, almost like raising your vibration. I feel like because it's this bird of prey, an eagle perhaps, you know, up high, higher perspective, far above you. You've got a vision. Keep to that vision. And abundance again. Wow. Abundance, abundance. Everywhere we look, there's abundance. You know, blossoming abundance. Just to confirm. And there's stars again. And we've got this one with shooting stars. You know, it's all about this beauty that you are being handed on this journey. It's time to bring this hand forward. It's time to keep moving this one signpost that's a little bit in the shade over here, in the shadow. Let it come to you. Let it make that change. It's also a number 2. 2's about balance, harmony, duality. 2's are very important. Today is a 2 day. 25 of the 12th, 25. 2's. Okay, very important for your abundance, for your change. Because you have a vision. Think about what your vision is. See what your vision is. Anything else? Abundance for you. No, I don't think we're going to get anything else. That's beautiful. Okay. Abundance and vision. Abundance and vision. All right, let's get our beautiful tarot just to confirm. I do like to take out a little tarot cards. Guidance for today, for our abundance that is on its way. We love that. Oh my goodness, we have got, are you ready? The star card. This is you. You are a star. You deserve the stars. Stars, abundance. Okay, it is time. It is your time. We've also got the High Priestess, and that, honestly, I'll just put those two down there. Honestly, the High Priest, this reminds me of this card. Hang on. With the vision, okay? Because it's that third eye. And High Priestesses are very intuitive, very on the ball. Knowing, inner knowing, inner knowing. Look, being guided, knows it all, the magic of everything. We've also got the 5 of Pentacles with the Tower. And this one came out by itself, the 3 of Pentacles. So, after you have decided, you know what? This Tower has made me recognize the fact that I can dream and have a vision. I can follow my vision. I do have those goals. I'm not out in the cold. I am not alone. I am being guided. I watch Debbie. She lets me know some things. I resonate with what I hear. I understand that. I watch so-and-so. I hear this. Messages come to me. I'm knowing. You are always guided back to where you need to be, to home, to warmth. And that is within you. That is what you've got to believe in right now. Because you can make those visions and dreams and goals come true. Even when you feel like it's a tough slog. Yeah? Because the tower, this tower card, all right, almost looks like she's pleased about it. Because you can reflect back and recognize how magical it was, how wonderful it was that this has happened, this moment, this shift, this change that has come into your life. Because where there is a will, there is a way. And that cart will manage to the top of that mountain. You will fly high, you will have your vision, because you deserve the abundance. It is for you to take. And like I said, this time next year, if you choose, you'll be in a different place. So be happy, my friend. I hope this has resonated with you. If you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a like, maybe subscribe or make a note to me. I love to hear from you, but I wish you a Merry, Merry Christmas. Have a beautiful day tomorrow and enjoy your family and friends. Love and kindness to all. Bye.